I have longed for a more agreeable climate. How I have longed for the more agreeable climate of the Twelfth's Wood. Yet I will not deny the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Ishgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? History repeating itself. Into the eye of the storm. Maybe it's not that far then. Maybe you do just do Stonebridge or straight into Garuda. I thought there was a few quests between here and there. Why do I have to walk up again? I was stood right next to you. I got off the airship at the same time. It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew I was missing. Hardly surprising. Oh, that's half an O. Hardly surprising. Hardly surprising. Hardly surprising. You did design and build her. Alphino was also stood down here a second ago. Did we just wander off to then walk back over? I bear good news. The Seed Seers... So we did wander off and then come back. The Seed Seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. Though I am no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees into matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Confound it. There must be a way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements? But of course, that's it. We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see. You propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspects of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhaps not to you, Tegan. I've been working with the elements this entire time. I know what you're talking about. We speak of the manifestations of over-aspected aether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind-aspected aether comprising Garuda's barrier into aether of another aspect, one she cannot control. Make it a water shield, and then we just plough through the water wall. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. Sorry? But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lamberti, who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marquis met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or the want for more willing listeners, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was as a result of these conversations that poor Marquez was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Tegan, you need to return to Thanalan and seek out this scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Good. Hopefully the airship will all be fixed by the time I come back. I suspect. To Camp Drybone. We're already in the airship landing, so I may as well fly to Thanalan first. Whee! And then we turn around and go. Airship to Uldar, please. Thank you. Oh, people getting level 4. That's probably similar to how that level 100 looked at me when I was trying to heal them. Just like, no, little level 47 trying to heal me. Don't worry, your little cotton socks about it. And Camp Drybone. 280 on top of the 120, so 400. Might have just been quicker to teleport straight to Camp Drybone. Or it would have definitely been quicker. It might have been cheaper. Which is a little bit disconcerting and worrying. I probably should have just done it in one go and tried it out. Just meditating. Oh, hello. Why, yes, I am Professor Lambertine. Beg pardon? You wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow woman of science. I mean, I'm not a woman of science, but I will definitely listen. Ah, so rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. It is even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit, to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed of an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wish not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Egads, woman! At least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you've sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects? Sure. Though I suppose you will be bombarded by its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Hahasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of aether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest and he shall instruct you in the finer points of crystal harvesting. Ooh. Let's go, Matilda. Off to harvest aether. Off we go for aether harvesting. Crystal harvesting, not aether harvesting. We've already done that, but we've also done crystal harvesting before, just not corrupted crystals. We're a botanist after all. Asako! How many times must I... Impatient person. How many times must I be made to explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. What have we here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lambertine. You thieving knave, I shall call for the... Oh, you say the man himself lent it to you? Then you must have sought me out per his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Yep, sure thing, guy. I want to keep using my passport. Oh. Hello? Have a tomato. And then they jump on a dragon and fly away. That was the weirdest experience I've had for a moment. Someone just runs up, hands me, like I saw them standing outside the doorway. Where did they even fly off to? Nope, they're gone. They flew away. They're that green star. That's Ace McCloud, that right there. Well. Yeah. They flew down. They were standing outside Camp Drybone, and then when I ran in to talk to the professor, they kind of stood outside looking all cool, leaning against the wall, and then they ran over and just gave me a million gil, and then flew away, and I've got loads of money. Thank you very much, Fox McCloud. Whoever you may be. And a wanderer means I probably won't see them again, because they're from a different world. So I don't even know what server they're from. If you're watching the stream, and that's how you found me twice, thank you very much. I will have to put this money to good use. Maybe make myself a new glamour, but I don't know what glamour. Maybe a more accurate dress to this one. Obviously I'm in a robe at the moment because I should have put a glamour plate on. Oh, thank you! You are here in the chat. I wondered if you were because you seemed to find me twice without me noticing. Welcome to the stream and thank you very much for the funds. Hope you enjoy eating the tomato. It was the only thing I could think to trade. I was just there like, I want to give you something so that it feels like a trade more than just... You tracked me down from Lich. You came from a different server all the way over here just to give me a million gil. In that case, you need to have big input on what I spend it on. So we're going to go back to town right now, and you're going to have to tell me what I need to buy. Let's do a return to Gridania. I will go into the market boards and I will buy something. Enjoy the guild, whatever you wish. No, you need to give me advice. What should I get? Like, should I get a mount? Or should I get a costume? Or should I get... Sorry, momentarily distracted by a musician playing. Or should I get some minions? Or what would you like me to get? And if there's a specific thing you can think of, then definitely feel free to tell me that and I will look into it. And most likely get it. do we get? Graffiti horn. Let's have a look. Graffiti horn. An graffiti horn. It's 320,000. We can definitely get that. It's basically a monkey that can. Oh, it's a big monkey. Acquired big monkey. And then we need. He's a big monkey. Big monkey goes on hotbar now. We'll definitely have the big monkey carry us around for a while. In fact, so much so that I'm going to put it on my Ufiti. So now we can have Ufiti carry us around on the hotbar button. What other things should I get? Glamour-wise or minion-wise or... Oh yeah, I've got the mount on my hotbar, and I've put it into my macro so that I can quick mount Ufiti. Ooh. No, I don't need the macro, but I have the macro which is then on a button press while I'm on controller. Because I'm using controller mostly, but then also using a mouse. So stuff like this is easier using a mouse, and using controller on it is a bit of a nightmare because it's a lot of just scrolling up and down, and then like going into a specific thing, you're like, oh, I press this, and nothing turns up, and I have to go all the way down here to the search button, and I hit the search button. It's like it's just easier to click. Just be like, oop, here's this list of stuff. And then when I'm not in menus, I use a controller. No apologies needed. It's just that it's a little cheat thing with the controller to be like, you can have two macros on the joystick presses. If I go to system configuration, you can have it so that you have execute macro 99 and 98 on your joystick L3 and R3 buttons. And so you can set up two macros to be like a sprint macro and a mount macro, which means you can then quick sprint and mount from your controller, which is just, it's easier, I find. But yes, we need, what do you recommend? I did spot a big fluffy hood that if we are going to be doing Coerthus adventures, maybe I need a big fluffy coat and hood combination. I don't know how much that is. 30,000. But I'm sure there are other cool sets of gear that are good for glamours, cute glamours. Ooh, right-click try on. Oh, that's the sort of big fluffy coat I want. But not in blue, but it is dyeable, correct? Single dye preview. Yeah. Oh, big fluffy Christmas coat. But I don't know, I don't think I have any ruby red dye. Diamond red is close enough, and probably not as expensive. Oh, you can dye the second part, so you can have the whole thing as blue. What blue is closest to it? No, too dark, definitely too dark. It is that one. That one I think is the closest. Othard blue. Maybe. Maybe. There's so many things. Is it the Hyman smock that's meant to go with the hood? Oh, it's not quite as big coaty as the actual glacial coat. I spotted this and I was like, big fluffy hood. That to stay white. I want this to be the blue part. Because that could be very cute. The big fluffy hood and coat combo. What do you think? Do you think the big fluffy hood coat combo would be cute? Or is there a different set that could be better? Very apt for where I am. I think so. Not too expensive. And it's only... Maybe I need boots and gloves as well. It might be 4 pieces, but we'll see what we get. We'll get the hat. We'll get the glacial coat. Ooh, not very expensive, that's good. We'll have to see if there are nice big boots. Big chunky boots. Glacial boots? They're kind of chunky boots. Ooh, maybe. Are these just Doc Martens? Oh, they're very close. I think these might be the chunky boots we need. Ooh, expensive chunky boots. Are they worth the expensive chunky boots? You did give us a lot. I think this is the... We can make it work. Oh, they're not dyeable. No. I was just like, ooh, those might be the perfect gloves. If we could make them blue, they would be. Highland mix. Oh, no, we can't change the red colour. Fluffy gloves. We need some fluffy gloves to keep our hands warm in the snow. They look like they've got woolen inside. They look more like they've got a woolen inside if I do that. What is the second colour on them? Oh no, if I look closer, they're not wool. Not woolen insides. Nope. Maybe we type in mittens. No. Mitten? That is a crab. That is not a mitten. Gloves? It's just going to come up with loads, isn't it? Glove? Nothing. There's loads of things that are called... Oh, it's because they're all called something gloves. So I have to type in the things beforehand. Whoa. Not quite the same. No. Not quite the same. When they die, if I try dyeing them, do they look good? Possibly. They're level 41 gloves. So if I swap class, I definitely can't use them. Okay, for now we might have to not have gloves. Oh, and we need off-our dye, our blue dye. 10 should be plenty. Oh, they're a bit more expensive. If I 30, we're basically getting them half price. Not quite. Yeah, we'll go for more. We'll probably use more of the blue later in different glamours. I'm just seeing someone here in a Christmas Santa outfit. What else do we need? This feels No. Creepy little wooden face. Now we've got the shepherd's king. That's pretty wintry at the moment. And then we run off to make the glamour and do all the dyeing and see what we can make. Because I do have a few sets of gloves already in my glamour chest. And maybe there'll be something in there already. I can't sprint because I already used it. Oh, a bunch of my stuff's broken. I went and spoke to the wrong person, but it's a good thing I did, because a bunch of my things are broken still. I also need to make sure that I get my glamour prisms out of my chocobo saddlebag. Oh, thank goodness we didn't already have that die, so that's okay. Make sure I get the white dyes out of the saddlebag as well, just in case we want those to make a nicer white. Yeah. Now we go to the room. Retire to an inn room. Let's make ourselves some winter gear, and then off we go to more adventure. We've got the Highland Hood, glacial coat. We didn't put any gloves in, but that's okay because we've got stuff sorted. I forgot to get legs. Boots. And let's see how it looks so far. So, I'm plate 3 with the hood and the coat and the boots. And I forgot to put the legs in. That actually works. Kind of. No, yeah, looks good. See, those are good enough as woolen gloves, so I didn't need to buy the cotton ones. Oh. Definitely not. Nope. Those ones. Maybe those ones. We do that. And that. And reflect. And then this set is... no, nothing on that one. And that one is the blue. Oh, not equipped gear. Or maybe we just make it all white. That's just the belt. I don't need to put anything on that one. The boots actually look good as they are. That doesn't change anything on the black gloves. We've got our little winter outfit. Lovely. We'll save that one. Put the spare dies back into the saddlebag. I don't know if I need any of those seeds long term or not. Don't think so. I've still got plenty of space in my inventory, so we can keep carrying those around for now. I think my current task is in the desert, so maybe we shouldn't be equipping the winter gear just yet. But I will at least make sure that I've got my proper set of gear re-glamoured. Ready to go adventuring again. And back to Camp Drybone. Is that where we were? Yes, Highbridge, Camp Drybone. Off we go. Back to adventure. We've made some good purchases. Thank you very much, Pedro McCloud. Let's see this monkey. Oh. Oh no! He's got me captured. Help! I am captured by monkey. He just took my legs up. Look at him do his little run. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Help! Help! I've been captured by a monkey and I'm being dragged through all the grass. He's a good recommendation. Thank you very much. Oh god, it's like a reverse of my character image where it's me holding Matilda. But this is not me holding Matilda. This is big spooky version of Matilda holding me. I approve of the recommendation. And for paying for it all. I feel like the tomato, I've still got loads of the money as well. I feel like the tomato was not an equivalent exchange at all. But thank you so much. Oh no! I just made the monkey dive off to his death, I think. I don't remember what voice I was using. I got so distracted by monkey and payments and new outfit. Oh, frabjous day, Caloo Calais. Oh, actually, he's doing Lewis Carroll quotes. I'm pretty sure it's Lewis Carroll quotes. Oh, frabjous day, Caloo Calais. That I should be chosen to guide this woman. Yes, I, Hahazako, greatest of Professor Lambertines pupils, shall see that you successfully quarry your quarry. Your timing is impeccable, in fact, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens, but something tells me that naught but a perfect piece will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must needs descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters of the murderous Mirror-Knights lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Oh, Quakerwinds are attacking the high bridge. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the warded pot and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate caution and you shall surely survive. But first we've got to beat up some Quakerwinds. Oh. Yeah. Matilda. There we go. And make sure I eat some cheese. Gotta make sure I've got some cheese. quick when they're going to get on hybrid. Stay away! Hybrid is off limits. Come back later. Or never, preferably. Oh, well, thank you very much for all the offers of help. I'll definitely accept the friend request. I need more friends on here. And I normally don't have too much of an issue getting into dungeons and dragons. If I do get stuck on them though, I will definitely request help. Being a solo healer, I end up getting into most of them fairly quickly, and at this level they're not too difficult. That's good. We get a full spin. Successfully fended off the enemies and then immediately start off another one where they're already attacking. Oi. Hit you. Oh, God. I've got so many of them. I haven't got a good AoE for this. There's so many quick wins everywhere. No. No killing the resident. Oh, I mean, 4 out of 6. But they already killed some people. So many quick wins. I'm too busy defending the crates. here for residence. Oh, still one. And they're still here. Another one. Little fake chain going on. So many vehicles to beat up. Oh. Big. Gil Pincher Zuzaroon. Well, Gil Pincher. Oh, I'm gonna beat you up. That brass blade is very dead. No, we failed. Divvied up that guy too much? Huh. Quick wins enough. Especially in large numbers. Let go, monkey. Oofy. Jump. Jump. Ride, Oofy, ride. Carrying me to my destination. Ooh, this area looks much cuter as well, with so many bushes. Much more plant life. I remember when it was all just barren and nothing. I think I might be fine. Matilda can help us beat them up. As long as Matilda doesn't die, then absolutely fine. For that one. I'm going to sneak our way down to the bottom. Sneaky. Ah, didn't see that far. The moment where I was like, hang on, I'm going the wrong way, this goes up again. Good, it was the wrong way. Ooh. Not that crystal. Oh, I have to do that. Okay then. Just get rid of these mirror knights out of the way and then start taking some. Like faces. They're like sort of looking bird night things. Didn't he call this a precise mining instrument? and the actual instrument is called a mining maul. A crystal harvesting maul. Let's go, Fiti. Carry me back to Hasako. Only one route, so that's fine. I mean, there isn't. Split there. Riding around, being carried by a monkey. Nice music for the monkey as well. Is it the same music as the... I don't know if it's the same music as the unicorn one. I don't think it is. Shelter me, monkey. It's raining. So, I went completely the wrong way. I was running back to Camp Dryburn. I got so distracted by the monkey and its music. Oh. I see you've come galumphing back. Have you the crystal then? What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lambert will doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. But you weren't there. You didn't actually help me with the harvesting at all. Just wanted credit, I guess. Who am I to stand in the way of his promotion? Full recognition of jobs that he hasn't actually done. Hello, Professor. My keen scholar's sense tells me that you've obtained a corrupted crystal. Am I right? I mean, yes, I wouldn't be back if I didn't have one. If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal. Ah, it is as you desired. Corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-aspected aether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To reach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected aether? Oh dear, that may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I am at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would have never sent you to Hahasaku. But what is science if not trial and error? I'm just putting the chocobo butt in my face. But what is science if not trial and error? And can you truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Think, woman. You now understand the methods necessary to safely collect a corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Valdesian. You've heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Are you all right? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task. You've still a corrupted crystal to find. I know a student about this, don't I? Isn't Alpha no one? Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my other students, Sienna, claims to have discovered another promising site in Eastern Lanosia. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lanosia was where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to an Imperial castrum. Now that made for an amusing anecdote. It was Western Lanosia, Pharos Sirius, on the Isle of Umbra to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasonings, something to do with one of the Dalamud's talons or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she is still in Aleport, attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Sienna's inquiries bear fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift warded pot, lest she think you're unprepared for the task. Yep, I'll make sure I have my glyph pot with me. And I will teleport straight in front of you. Watch. Teleportation. Teleporto. Wish. And sprint. Down here. No. No. Above. Yep. Above. Sienna. Corrupted crystals? Madam, I've no interest in being the butt of your jokes. So if you've no other reason for addressing me, kindly leave me be. I have a warded pot. Well, I'll be damned. Professor Lambertine did send you. Beg your pardon, it seems we got off on the wrong foot. I'm Sienna, greatest of the Professor's pupils, which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in... Oh, gods, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. To who? As I told the Professor in my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Pharos Sirius is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I've left to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present, for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, since I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. Mayhap you will have better luck wresting information from these yellow jackets. I've all but given up at this point. I mean, if you end up having a long-winded monologue at someone and then ask, can I go to the island? and there's like any reason why you shouldn't go to the island, they will just tell you no. Yeah, thought so. Ah, you startled me. I mean, it did jump down above you. Yeah. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? What with all this fatuous gossip of spirits and spectres haunting the Isle of Umbra? And just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. Ghosts. Ow. It's quite a big fall for a little mouse. You're keen on travelling to the Isle of Umbra? Bloody hells, lass, are you drunk or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death, death and more death. Ghosts. Time to kill some ghosts. If my hand wasn't cramping. Luckily the auto run can kind of carry me for a little bit. The Isles of Umbra? What interest have you with that godforsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Pharos Sirius, the Isles have become naught more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths of them. Yeah, sure. Rufidi, carrying me back to Siana. Whee! Thank you, monkey. Good job. Good job. Oh, Fox Sparrow's riding past on a motorcycle. Ah, Tegan, you've returned. Tell me of your findings. Really infested with the undead, you say? That is a very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. It's probably not pirates. Ooh, self-referential quest name. Representing the representative. Worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thought, and I've concluded that this talk of spirits is naught more than local folklore. As for why all the travel to the Isle of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhaps it's considered too dangerous, owing to the abandonment of Pharos Sirius. Yes, well, anyway, while you were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to a local pub. Since even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion, it was there that I heard tale of a man named Skirfrun, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra. This is the first I've heard of someone actually travelling to and from there, so I'm curious as to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself. I need to do better on my pronunciation when doing silly voices. But sometimes I end up just slurring my speech as I go. Not fixated on pronunciation. You weren't in here before. Now you're hiding in the corner. I have to go back, she calls to me. Sings to me. Tell Mimidoa I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or you could release me. Yes, release me. I will go and tell her. Let me go to her. That's a feather. Garuda's just chilling on the island. That would be very silly. What did Skirfin have to say? That's not terribly helpful. I couldn't care less how much he misses his favourite bar wench. But what was that about a man named Mimidoa? Wait, I know that name. What's that? Foof. 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 Naughty Sienna. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. So foof to Mimidoa as well. Naughty. Another initiate, are you? No? Then what are you? Speak up, missy, I can't hear you. Yeah. Welcome here, this is what? Is this what I think it is? Nah, it couldn't be. You found this, you say? Where did you say you found it? Scaferin? I was hoping to have a word with the lad, but it sounds like there's naught left twixt his ears. He was supposed to patch up. No, he was supposed to help patch up Varus. Serious he was. Company sent me to supervise a lot of them. Weren't getting work done with on our own. See, half of them walked off, half of them ran off, and half of them had up and vanished. What's that? You be looking for passage to the Isle of Umbra? Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of old Mimidoa. Did he just refer? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of old Mimidoa. Yep, he spoke about himself in the third person. Tell him how the land lies. Ain't nobody been interested till you came a-calling. What old Port's up in arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the guild, I'd hire some cell swords and let him sort it out. But you'll do in a pinch, you say. But you'll do in a pinch, you will. Show this parchment to the skipper, and he'll see you there and back. Okay. Looks like I've gotten away to the island. It's nice and simple. Just got to run all the way back up here to tell Sienna. So you went and had a word with Mimidoa. I hope the valuable time you saw fit to waste amounted to something. Yeah, I ended up getting... You mean that disgusting creature was Skirfin's supervisor? I find that hard to believe, but this writ of passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. I must say it is a relief to work with such an industrious woman as you. I look forward to hearing of your discoveries you will make on the Isle of Umbra without me. Why without me? You're not going. Fine, fine. I fail to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But 12 is my witness. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. Ghosts. But it's fine, because we've already dealt with ghosts. I think. There were ghosts in Hokey Manor, right? Maybe not technically ghosts. Yeah. Ferry skipper. Huh. Take me to the Isles of Umbra, she bids. As if it's as simple as, oh, see, you've got a right of passage. Alright, then climb aboard. Aha. This piece of paper tells you to do what I say. This doesn't seem all that bad. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer house here, but... Oh, the hell's with this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. You've harvested corrupted crystals before, right? So it isn't as tough. So it isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you would please excuse me. Beg your pardon, madame, but how did you come here? Access to the island is currently restricted. An old pot. I'm not sure I follow. Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal. Sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. Why? The Writmaster Mimidor gave you may grant you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. When that giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Aye, contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Ferrous Sirius were not the product of a Mage's thaumaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumours of the Walking Dead drove off an entire crew. They really didn't like Rick Grimes as a character. Not that those rumours are incorrect. I've observed the fiends from a distance at the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal, Tegan. Help me unravel this mystery, and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries into the situation, it so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. I'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. Okay. Who to start with? It's all there for the taking. 5 bleeding years' worth of wrecks, and their cargo. But those queer dead things and that voice, actually the voice was quite nice. Gods, that voice, that single fleeting verse. I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. It took every ounce of my strength to resist. You saw him too, right? Dead people, just shambling about without a care in the world. Except when they do seem to care, that is, and start shuffling towards the water. Sleep. Sleepy sleep. Dead man's moan. Skeletons. Nothing potential. Good, good. Oof. Big spike. Oh, I needed to report back to the guy by the gate. I came over to the wrong area. little bit of seating adjuster. Whoa. Oh gosh, I end up running into a wall again. This talk of an alluring voice is disturbingly familiar. As if... But that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? Aren't who? Ooh. You got to see that my model has no legs. Oh no. Nothing suspicious here. Don't worry, I'm a real person. I'm a real mouse. But if they have returned, that would mean... Oh, beg your pardon. I was just thinking about something. Which reminds me. I received word that Master Mimidoa would be arriving any moment. Apparently he grew frustrated waiting for the sweet young lass with skin as soft as phoenix down to return, which I'm assuming is you. Creepy. I don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. What? What's been keeping you in a shit? I ain't getting any younger, you know. Yeah, some honey-voiced harlot's been calling out to folk what wander near the ship graveyard, and it stirred up the dead and all. Bloody hells, this takes me back to the days as a cannon boy sailing under old Miss Beard. But they wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned them last time. Ah, they bloody would though, wouldn't they? Brazen old biddies. Okay. Some folks say as the first purge would be the last. But I knew deep down in my bones as this day would come. And come it has. Aye, I bet me bum here a siren's behind all this. Nay, not one of the sanguine variety. Initiate, I speak of the other kind. Them what's got feathers and lures sailors to a watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but I don't end there. No, drowning's just the start. See, even in death, a man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding till his corpse can't do it no more. 'Tis a fate I would have wished on my worst enemy, except maybe in drink, and I'd regret it afterwards. I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, except in drink, and I'd regret it afterwards. Any road, 'tis up to us to stop the Hillsborn hussy, afore she takes another soul. Of course, we can't send you marching off to war without these. The siren don't have no power over a man who can't hear her song. 'Tis lucky for you I carry a spare pair, and lucky for you both, and lucky for the both of us I'm a superstitious old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so we'd best head over to her, to the ship graveyard initiate. Okay. He's gonna come help us fight a siren, apparently. Ship graveyard time. Atlantia, Western Atlantia. Wait. Isle of Umber. I need to make sure I kill those birds. Yeah, need to make sure I kill those birds. If your pass is near the shore, be sure to spy a campfire and come looking. Just a matter of waiting now. Yeah. Just a matter of waiting. Oh, my eyes are struggling a little bit. Just give me a moment. What? Sorry. Waking up early in the morning when I only got back early this morning from work. My eyes get a bit tired. I'm ready. I'm level 46, so I should be able to use Holy in this. But I don't know if I'll be able to, because I probably want to keep distance. I'm beginning to wonder if some sly bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. Oh, he's falling asleep. So am I. Sleep time. No. Quiet. Did you hear that? Sir. Dear sir. Ooh. Look. Out over the water. Out over the water. She's gone, Nisha. She's gone. Well. Quick, lass. Shove them plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight. As soon as she realises you're deaf to her ditties, she'll call on the thralls and we'll be up to our necks in corpses before you know it. Plug up my ears. Hither embrace mine everything all. I love that I can still read her words on the subtitles even though I technically can't hear. True love spurned her cruelty's reward. Hello. Ooh. Ooh. Cast out callous souls dead to desire. Spare mournful mistress distress. Why? Melody, last breath of death, the rhythm. Is thou not to relent, regret, forever alone? My love, a river, one look, soul shiver. These music notes just flying in circles. Oh. Now am I meant to be stopping them get to the fire? Or am I supposed to not flying? Oh, they pass the fire. Ah. I meant to be avoiding them. No more dark eclipse. The heart. That was not very difficult. Yeah? Am I alright? I'm better than that, initiate. Happy as a sailor in a war. Oof. Of course, I'd be happy as a sailor with two... Sure. She'll not come crawling round here again, though. Not for a while, any road. And if she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for your help. Bugger me, I've clean forgotten your name. Remind me. Tegan? Don't recall having no initiate by that name. But if you're not me old mate, what's name? Why have you been so bloody helpful? Nah, never mind. Be seeing you, lass. He doesn't remember anyone's name. He's very old and forgetful. But he remembered how to beat up a siren, so that is fine. That's all I needed him to remember, was how I defeat a siren. So I've got to go make sure I do the hunting log before I leave the island. There are some birds I need to beat up. There you go. Bird. Yeah. And away we ride again. Boop, 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 boop. I'll make sure I keep moving, otherwise I'm going to nod off. I am very tired apparently today. But I promised a stream, and a stream we shall have. I will attempt to get to Garuda at the very least. You mean it was a siren? But how were you able to resist her song? I see. I'd heard of Master Mimidoa was involved in the first purge, but I never actually... Having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with him. Anyway, I have something for you. The corrupted crystal you wanted. Safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Please take it with my compliments. Good. Sorted. Whoosh. Heading back to airport. Yep. Back to airport. And then we go talk to Sienna. The most prolific of Professor Lambertine's assistants. Hi, Sienna. Oh, it's you. Welcome back, Tegan. You're looking remarkably hale. Looking remarkably hale, I must say. And, more importantly, alive. You are alive, aren't you? No, I died. Aha, the conquering hero returns bearing a gift. Might I have a closer look? Impressive. Very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations, Tegan. Seldom, if ever, I have encountered a corrupted crystal composed of such a volatile overabundance of fire-aspected aether. What? You wanted a corrupted crystal composed of ice-aspected aether to counteract the effects of a raging wind? Ah. Well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements could tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose. Then what am I going and getting? Keep sending me to the wrong place to get the wrong kind of crystal. Don't fret now, I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal comprised of ice aspected aether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. Yeah? What's with that expression? I thought you would be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. And what's even better is that this time you needn't use that warded pot of yours to protect yourself from the crystal's energies. Hedin's findings suggest that it is quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say that it has undergone a quite unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, do not let me keep you. It has been a pleasure, Tegan. Come back and see me sometime, all right? No. I refuse. I don't want to come back. No, 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 no. How could any of the countries do it? Running around in Gridania, looking for crystals and having people tell me to go and get the wrong one. Hello, Edine. Greetings and salutation. Maybe I should give him a different name. Different voice. Greetings and salutations, Miss Mooson. I presume Sienna informed me of your adventures in Aleport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding, though as Professor Lambertine is fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. To the matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance at the standing courses following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case, and while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the Twelveswood, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You're familiar with Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that are wont to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature has an infamously insatiable appetite and has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the Twelveswood. Fortunate for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested, and I am reasonably confident that one such resides within his gut. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that Giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal when... You couldn't care less about all this, could you? To the point, then. Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there is particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore we shall require a lure, and I have precisely the sort that he will find impossible to resist. Simply place this true heart. I shall save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion on one of the Spriggan's lairs and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. Sure. Use the true heart lure. Central shroud off to the side. Here we go. White Wolf Gate. And then run out from there. Loading time. Graffiti, carry me to the Spriggan lair. There are plenty of Spriggans around here. I just realised, did I actually end up completing that? I did. That's okay then. We have Outer Lanacea Iron Lake. That's fine. East Shroud. South Shroud. Coerthus again. Mordona. Western Lanacea, but that's Hearthstone. That'll be fine. Whoop. Oh. E.T., why are you so big? Matilda, help! Many enemies are here. No, not letting me get a chance to... Why are there so many enemies here? Collecting all these crystals very slow. And not... yeah, I do wish to go back into Gridania, thank you very much. Yeah, not super entertaining, unfortunately. Just running around and collecting crystals. All the music in this game is so relaxing. Ah! Pray do not speak. Pray do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed in. Wait, what is that? What is that god's awful smell? Earth crystal. My word, that is a breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my superstition was not mistaken. And I also see you weren't adverse to digging through Spriggan entrails for your prize. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. His thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the food. Just as the warded pot you once used did. Why, so glum friend, you've finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought. One overflowing with earth-aspected aether. Calm down, I jest. It is comprised of ice-aspected aether, not worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught. Definitely gone. Beg your pardon, Tegan, I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, and there was a message for you from Professor Lambertine. Something about a man named Marquez? Apparently the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask why you needed the crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? It would reflect poorly on me and my research if it was used for evil ends. Ah, well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Does Professor Lambertine just tell everyone they're his favourite pupil? Or his most prolific pupil? But we did it! We finally got the correct crystal. We can now run back to... Ethernet back to the main plaza. And then run back down to West Cities next to the airship. And hopefully that will lead us to Garuda. I may well take a... I'm debating whether I take a little food break or if you know what? I'll find out if this is the Garuda fight. Because if it is the Garuda fight, then we can do the Garuda fight, and that will be fine, and then we'll take a break afterwards. If this isn't the Garuda fight and I have more quests to do beforehand, I may well take a little break to get some food and hopefully wake myself up a little bit beforehand, and then come back and do the little extra bits running up to Garuda and fight Garuda. But we shall see. Greetings, madam. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? Yes. Good. Please tell me you fixed the airship and we can get going soon. All repairs and modifications have been completed, Tegan. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. There we go. He smells gross. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Don't worry not, Tegan. I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. Good. I hope so. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship, but mark my words, soon it will become something great. Something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. born to make stuff. Leave the vortex. According to my tests, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. Hello, Willie J. Welcome. I'm doing good. I'm a bit sleepy, unfortunately, so I've kind of been dozily going through the story. We did Stone Vigil, if you missed that part. Oh, you did. You probably did. Sorry, my side screen has just come up with a random message, and I need to make sure I move all this stuff so that I get rid of that message without turning the screen off. Yeah, I'm doing good. A little bit sleepy because I didn't get much rest, but healthy in regards to the things I've been dealing with previously. I've just been sort of carrying on with the Final Fantasy XIV story, narrating as I go, and we just reached Garuda in the... Oh. I don't know if anyone else saw the Lalafell just vanish into the floor above my head. But yeah, we've just been running through the story. Just reaching Garuda now, so we'll have a little bit of a cutscene, and then may well have a little bit of a break so that I can go and wake myself up a bit. But we'll fight Garuda first, as long as there isn't a big quest chain beforehand, which I don't think there is at this point. How are you today? Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive... maybe it is best that we remain positive. Tegan, I want to thank you. You're good. That is good to hear. For reuniting me with my ship, for trusting me in my development of this plan, for everything. You've helped me to rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I am not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be. But I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand. We might blow up, and therefore this could all go horrendously wrong. And if so, we wanted to outpour sentiment beforehand.
She's ready.
Ooh. That's the first time I've got a Sid voice-acted line. I feel I was fairly close.
Ah, she stirs.
I was still way off on Alpha now. Me and Sid were just doing a little bit of a prayer beforehand.
To
Please
Curtis
don't let us
and
die.
an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Now, how long can I leave it on this screen to make it seem real awkward that Alpha No's just gone, Enterprise, engage! And then we just don't move anywhere. How long could he hold his hand? No, we'll. Whooshoo! Enterprise, engage!